Yes, ma'am.
My question is to Sean. Sean, I feel that you're here to push this product. As you can see, you have the number on your T-shirt, and also until it affects someone in your family, then you'll become concerned.
And you know,
that's an excellent point.
And you are here to push this product.
I'm a businessman, Montel.
Correct.
We started this company
You almost walked off the show if I would not run your 800 number separately.
Montel.
Correct?
Montel, that was the agreement that your people made.
We
your
did not
people
make that agreement with you. Don't even
me.
try. Do not even try that. We did not make that agreement with you. I know we did not, because we don't make those agreements with anybody to run an 800 number. We don't. Okay. And the only way I would do that is if you bought time on the show at $300,000 for 30 seconds. So that's the only way I would do that. You got a free commercial.
He's a legalized drug dealer.
Yeah.
Montel,
now, what happened with you? You've been taking a product which is, can I hold that for a second? Which is called Mini Thins. Mini Thins. This is for a diet, but it also says here helps breathing without drowsiness. And how long have you been taking these?
Well, I started when I was in 9th grade, and then, you know, my friend came to me and said, you know, if you take 10 of these, they were real small at that time. If you take 10 of these, you're going to get like this rush, and it's going to make your head tingle. And when I was a freshman in high school, I thought, you know, that's great. So I took them, and I stopped after like a year, because I wasn't old enough to buy them, and I didn't talk to her anymore. And then 5 or 6 months ago, I saw them in the store. Well, I'd say about 7 months ago, and I didn't really think nothing about it. But I had been in a car wreck about 3 years ago, and the doctor said that I would have a real hard problem with being tired all the time, and I'd have a problem with eating. He said I'd never, ever be able to control that. So I was heavy. Well, then, like I said, about 6 months ago, I saw them in the store, and I said, you know what? Those made me, you know, so I wasn't tired before, so I took them again. And now it's so that it curbs my appetite, and I'm not tired, you know?
So, but do you have the slightest idea of what that could possibly be doing to you? How many of these a day do you take?
Sometimes 6, sometimes 3. It just depends on how I feel that day.
And over the course of time, doctor, what happens if this were to start collecting in fatty material, tissue in our body?
2 things can happen. Yes. Number one, you can have what's called a cerebral angiitis, or an irritation of the blood vessels in your brain, and you can stroke. You can be paralyzed for life or die. The other thing that can happen is because you're taking them every day, the drug accumulates in the fat in your body, and it's going to build up, and it constantly leaches back out into your blood. So you may take only 1 or 2, but effectively you've got several from the day before, and someday you're going to overdose, or you have the risk of overdosing, and it's just not worth it. And further, the longer you take any appetite suppressant, it loses its appetite suppressant effect. It does not curb appetite. You feel like it's doing something because it stimulates you. It gets that epinephrine going. It raises your blood pressure. It raises your heart. But that also carries risks of heart attacks and strokes. That's why I'm so angry about this, and I think it's so important that the public know that this drug is not worth the risk for what they're using it for. It's just not worth the risk.
Okay, let me take a little break. When we come back, we'll try to get to a bottom line of this, whether or not we should take this or not. This isn't to crucify Herbal Ecstacy, but this is also to make sure that people know what they're getting. And Sean, when you sit here and say that, yes, my package says 1 in 72 hours, you have 2 examples of teenagers who are doing 3 a day when they do it.
That's still not excessive, Montel. Huh? That's still not excessive, because herbs work depending on your body weight and your metabolism. Different people can take more. What she's taking is a chemical. That's terrible stuff. And I agree with the good doctor here that Maxi Thins, the ephedrine hydrochloride products, should be taken off the market.
Let me tell you, this has the same effect on the body.
This is all natural.
Same effect on the body.
It's all herbal.
Okay.
We've sold 15 million units, 4 years.
You know,
We're confident.
sometimes when I asked you all those questions earlier about your qualifications, see, sometimes when people are CEOs of companies that sell products for people to put in their bodies, they would then do the research first to be qualified to know what they're talking about. Because when you sit there and talk about a chemical and you're not even distinguishing the fact that what you have in there is a chemical herb. It's a chemical.
That's incorrect, Montel.
It's a chemical.
There's a difference between a chemical and an alkaloid derived from a botanical.
Okay, yeah.
And I didn't make this product. I didn't formulate this product.
Oh, you just sell it.
But you're selling.
That's correct.
Okay.
The man who formulated this product.
But guess what?
Studied for 30 years, 40 years at a time.
Guess what? When it comes time when there's a first person that drops dead because they took 12 of them in the club 3 days in a row, you're the one getting sued.
That's right.
That's what's going to happen. Because they'll get CEO on the top of the page.
Here again, our reputation stands for itself.
Okay.
4 years. Montel, there's 15 million people throughout the world who've taken this product.
Now, wait, you sold 15 million units. That doesn't mean 50 million people. You sold 50 million units, which means that, you could have the same 1 million people buying it 15 times. You don't know.
That's right.
A million people.
Right.
Never a reported incidence of injury.
To you.
Never a reported incidence of death, neither to us nor to any governmental agencies.
Let's watch
in
what
the
we
last
say.
5 years.
Wait, let's watch this, because you say, specifically on your package, never a serious report. Is that correct?
That's right.
No, not on our packaging.
Oh, that was in a statement you gave me to
That was a
read.
statement that you said.
Right. You gave that statement to me to read, not I
What kind
said.
of reports have you had?
It says right here, Herbal Ecstacy has been in business for over 4 years and has sold over 15 million units and has to date never received a single reported incident of any serious injury. And those were your words pointedly selected. You didn't say any injury.
I consider any injury serious.
Any injury.
That's correct.
So you've never received
You've
any
never had a
information in your
report.
office that this has ever given you anybody a hard time? Never.
Absolutely not.
You've
Okay,
never
I'm gonna hold you to that
ever-
because I think the
You're
reports that
lying.
you did on another show said that your office also had complaints about your product, did it not? Is
No,
that the Food and Drug
absolutely
Administration?
not. Montel, we have people calling up who are taking medication, who have had pre-existing health conditions, who take the product and say, well, God, I feel it's conflicting with my medication, or that I've got pre-existing health conditions. And we say, you know what, like it says on the package, consult a doctor.
But that's also a report of an incident.
That's right.
A report of an incident.
Yes.
Any
We're
incident.
playing semantics here.
No, we're not. We're playing with people's
You had a
lives.
report of an incident.
No. I said we've never had a reported incidence of any injury. That I don't consider an injury. Somebody calling us and telling us this product might be conflicting with my medication.
Gotcha.
Who would I need to speak to?
Okay,
is an
we'll take a
incident.
break. We'll be back right after this. Comment.
I just wanted to say, I don't know his name, but...
Sean?
Yeah, Sean.
Yes.
You sound very ignorant by saying that your product isn't made up of chemicals, because if you just took a basic chemistry course, you would know that everything is made up of chemicals. So you even saying that just sounds very ignorant.
No, what
Then
I
I just
meant was
wanted to say something to the
synthetic
doctor
chemicals is
also.
what we're speaking about.
If everything is so negative on all these products, then I don't understand why the government...
Why is it on the market?
Why is it on the market? Especially because all these
because-
young kids taking the diet pills and
Because
whatever.
fortunately, in this country, we have to prove that something is unsafe. The government has to provide documentation and prove that something is
Well, I'm gonna tell you
unsafe.
something. The government just proved something here in New York. The governor of New York just passed a bill that anything that says it induces a euphoria through a natural herbal way is going to get taken off the market in New York City, including your product off the market here in the city.
Absolutely.
Banned yesterday.
That's unconstitutional and it's restricted.
You know what? But it may seem to be unconstitutional. You can fight that in court with Governor Pataki, and Governor Pataki will tell you to take your product and sell it elsewhere. That's what he's going to
That's
say.
what he's gonna tell
Doc,
you.
we're almost out of time. What should we do? Should I be concerned if I'm a parent and my child comes in with a box like that, or any box that says anything like that that has that chemical in it?
Throw it away. Tell them it may kill them.
Right.
And Sean, on the other side, you will stand by the fact that your product is absolutely 100% safe?
I will stand by a product, and I mean...
Your product?
Yeah, Montel, it goes back to our constitutional rights, and if big business and the American government starts turning their back on the little guy with a good idea who's out there trying to do something good,
I'm not turning back.
What happens is that the very fundamentals of what this country was built
I'm
on
with you.
are in jeopardy.
I'm just saying, again, wait a minute. I'm saying again, you stand by your product 100%.
100%
It is
of the way.
safe, will not be harmful to anybody if taken under the direction you have.
Montel, I wouldn't sell it if it was.
Okay, all right, so anybody out there that's taken this product and has had a problem, you don't know where to call his 1-800 number, which you haven't seen throughout the show, or call us here and we'll make sure we forward the information on to Sean so he can understand that maybe there might be a problem. If you have one, contact us. If you're worried about your kids, then you maybe do what the doctor said, because you don't want it sold to anybody under the age of 21 anyway, do you? Oh, wait, it has to be 20 and below because you're 20. Right?
That's right.
Okay, good. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this.